What if you could unlock your true potential by focusing only on your journey? Stay with me to discover how to stop comparing and start shining. Hello, amazing learners, and welcome to Anx English, your go-to place for mastering English and growing into the best version of yourself, one step at a time. I'm thrilled you're here today. If this is your first time joining us, a big thank you for tuning in. If you're a returning listener, you're doing something incredible for your English, and I'm so proud of you. Keep shining. Today, we're diving into a topic that touches us all, stopping the habit of comparing yourself to others. We've all been there, glancing at someone who seems smarter, more successful, or speaks English so fluently, and suddenly feeling like we're not enough. Maybe you think, their English is perfect, I'll never get there, or why am I so slow? These thoughts can weigh you down, steal your joy, and slow your progress. But here's the truth. Comparing yourself to others dims your light, and you deserve to shine brightly on your own path. This topic is especially important for English learners. You might feel shy because others seem to speak better, or frustrated because you're not learning as fast as someone else. These feelings are normal, but they're not helpful. They can make you want to give up. In this episode, we'll explore why we compare ourselves, why it hurts us, and, most importantly, how to break free from this habit. Through real-life examples, a heartfelt story, and practical tips, you'll learn how to focus on your goals, celebrate your progress, and embrace your unique journey. Because learning English isn't about being better than others. It's about becoming the best you. So grab a cozy spot, take a deep breath, and let's start this journey together. Why we compare ourselves to others. Let's begin by understanding why we compare ourselves to others. It's something we all do, often without even realizing it. Comparing means looking at someone else, their skills, looks, or success, and measuring yourself against them, wondering, am I as good as they are? It's like holding up a mirror to someone else's life and feeling like your own reflection falls short. This happens everywhere. At school, you might see a classmate who always aces their English tests and think, why can't I be that smart? At work, you notice a colleague who got a big promotion and you wonder, what's wrong with me? Maybe you see someone on social media with flawless skin or a fancy vacation and you feel like your life isn't as exciting. And when it comes to English, comparison is so common. Maybe you hear someone speak with confidence and think, my accent is terrible compared to theirs. Why do we do this? It often comes from a quiet fear inside us. Fear of not being enough, not being loved, or not succeeding. Social media makes it worse, showing us polished snapshots of people's lives. Perfect smiles, dream jobs, or fluent English. But those posts don't show the struggles, the mistakes, or the years of practice behind the scenes. You're seeing their highlight reel, not their full story. For example, imagine you're watching an English YouTuber who speaks so naturally. You think, I'll never sound like that. But you don't see the hours they spent practicing, the times they stumbled over words, or the mistakes they made. You're comparing your starting point to their finish line, and that's not fair to you. Comparison is like a whisper in your mind saying, you're not enough. But that whisper isn't true. You're not less because someone else has more. You're not slow because someone else is fast. You're simply you on your own unique path. Everyone has a different starting point, different challenges, and different dreams. The first step to breaking this habit is noticing it. When you catch yourself thinking, they're better than me, Pause and ask, is this thought helping me? Spoiler, it's usually not. Let's keep exploring how this habit affects us and what we can do to change it. The harm of comparing yourself now. Let's talk about what happens when we compare ourselves too much. It might seem harmless, but this habit can quietly chip away at your happiness and growth, especially when learning English. First, comparison brings sadness. When you see someone with better English, a bigger house, or a fancier job, you might feel like your own efforts don't measure up. You overlook your own achievements, like the new phrases you learned or the conversation you had, and focus only on what you lack. This makes your heart feel heavy, turning a good day into a gloomy one. Second, it creates stress. Thinking you're not learning fast enough or not keeping up with others puts pressure on you. You might worry, I'll never catch up, or I'm falling behind. This stress can make you tired, disrupt your sleep, or make studying English feel like a chore instead of a joy. Worst of all, comparison erodes confidence. The more you think others are better, the less you believe in yourself. You might tell yourself, I'm not good at English, or I'll never be fluent. Over time, these thoughts stop you from trying. You avoid speaking in class, skip practice, or shy away from opportunities because you feel you're not ready. Let's look at an example. Meet Lynn, an English learner who loves studying. She practices daily, writing sentences and listening to podcasts. But one day, she joins a study group and hears another student speak fluently with perfect grammar. Lynn thinks, my English is so bad compared to hers. She feels discouraged, stops sharing in the group, and even considers quitting. Did Lynn's skills change? No, she was still improving, but comparison made her feel small, stealing her confidence and halting her progress. Or consider Tuan, a young professional. He's working hard at his job, but he sees a friend on social media with a shiny new car and a high-paying role. Tuan thinks, I'm so behind. He forgets he's only been working for a year while his friend has a decade of experience. Comparison makes him feel stuck, and he loses motivation to keep learning and growing. Comparison is like walking on a beautiful path, but constantly looking at someone else's road. You stumble, lose your way, and miss the flowers blooming around you. It blinds you to your own progress and steals the joy of your journey. But don't worry, there's a better way, and we'll explore it next. Why you should stop comparing. Let's talk about why breaking the comparison habit is so important. When you stop comparing, you free yourself to grow, learn, and enjoy your life on your terms. Every person's journey is unique. Some people start learning English as kids, others begin as adults. Some have teachers or live abroad, while others learn from apps or podcasts. Comparing your English to someone else's ignores these differences. It's like comparing a sunflower to an oak tree. Both are beautiful, but they grow differently. Your pace is yours, and it's perfect for you. Comparison also wastes your energy. When you focus on others, you spend time feeling sad or jealous instead of practicing. Imagine if Lynn, our English learner, spent her energy studying instead of worrying about her classmate. She'd be further along by now. When you stop comparing, you reclaim that energy for your own goals, whether it's learning new words, speaking confidently, or chasing a dream. Most importantly, stopping comparison lets you see your progress. Maybe last week you struggled to say a full sentence, but now you can introduce yourself in English. That's a win. Maybe you understood a movie line without subtitles. That's huge. These small steps are the building blocks of success, but you'll miss them if you're busy looking at someone else. Think of your journey like a garden. Every seed you plant, every word learned, every sentence spoken grows over time. Comparing yourself to someone else's garden doesn't help yours bloom. Water your own plants and you'll be amazed at what grows. What to do instead? Practical tips. Now, let's get to the exciting part. What you can do instead of comparing. These 6 tips will help you focus on your journey, boost your confidence, and make learning English more joyful. Set your own goals. Forget about matching someone else's skills. Decide what you want to achieve. Maybe it's reading an English article this month or having a short conversation. Write your goal down and keep it personal. When you're chasing your dreams, others' paths fade away. Celebrate every step. Big wins are great, but small ones matter just as much. Did you learn a new phrase? Speak without pausing? Practice for 10 minutes? Cheer for yourself. Keep a journal of your achievements, and on tough days, read it to remember how far you've come. Cut back on social media. Social media can fuel comparison with its perfect-looking lives. Limit your scrolling. Maybe check once a day instead of hourly. Use that time to listen to an English podcast, write a sentence, or relax. You'll feel lighter and more focused. Practice gratitude. Take a moment each day to list 3 things you're thankful for: your family, your effort, or even this podcast. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, filling your heart with warmth and contentment. Own your strengths. You're not just an English learner. You're a unique person with gifts. Maybe you're a great listener, a creative thinker, or a supportive friend. Write down 3 things you're good at and read them when you feel down. Your strengths make you shine, no matter your English level. Be patient with yourself. Learning English takes time, and that's okay. Some days you'll soar, others you'll stumble. Don't demand perfection, just keep moving forward. Trust that every effort, no matter how small, is building your future. A story of breaking free. Min's journey. Let me share a story about Min, a young woman with a dream to work in tourism, which required strong English skills. Min lived in a small village and learned English through free apps and YouTube videos, studying after long days at her family's store. At first, she was thrilled. Every new phrase felt like a victory. But then, Min joined an online English community. She saw learners posting videos of themselves speaking fluently, using complex sentences. Some had studied abroad or had private tutors. Min thought, my English is so basic. I'll never be like them. She started feeling ashamed of her accent and slow progress. Her excitement faded, and she stopped practicing, convinced she wasn't good enough. One evening, Min watched a video where the speaker said, "Your journey isn't theirs. Focus on your own steps." Those words hit her like a spark. She realized she was comparing her beginning to others' advanced stages. Many of those fluent speakers had years of practice or more resources. She was just starting out. Min decided to change. She bought a small notebook and set weekly goals, like learning 5 phrases or speaking for 3 minutes daily. She stopped scrolling through the online group and instead used that time to practice. She celebrated every milestone, like understanding a song lyric or greeting a customer in English. Slowly, her confidence grew. She joined conversations in the group, not to compete, but to learn and share. A year later, Min landed a job at a local travel agency, guiding tourists in English. She wasn't fluent yet, but her clear effort and warmth won people over. Min's secret wasn't perfection. It was focusing on her path, step by step, without comparing. Her story shows that when you let go of comparison, you find the freedom to grow into your best self. Final thoughts. You are enough. As we close this episode, I want to speak directly to you. You, listening right now, are doing something incredible. Learning English, chasing your dreams, showing up for yourself. It's not easy, and it takes courage. I'm so proud of you. It's tempting to look at others and feel like you're not measuring up. Maybe someone speaks better, learns faster, or seems to have it all. But their journey isn't yours. You're walking your own path at your own pace, and every step you take is a victory. That new word you learned? That's progress. That sentence you spoke, even with a mistake? That's courage. Every effort counts, and no one can take that from you. Be gentle with yourself. Mistakes aren't failures. They're proof you're trying. When you feel like comparing, pause and look at your growth. Are you a little better than yesterday? That's all that matters. Your journey is a masterpiece, painted one brushstroke at a time. Keep painting and trust that your colors are beautiful. Let me leave you with this quote. The only person you should try to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Let that guide you. Focus on your growth, celebrate your wins, and let others run their race. You're running yours, and you're doing it beautifully. Thank you for joining me on Anx English today. I hope this episode lifted your spirits and gave you tools to shine on your own path. If you found it helpful, hit that subscribe button, share this video with a friend, and join us next time for more tips to boost your English and your life. Keep practicing, stay kind to yourself, and remember, you've got this. Until next time, take one step forward and keep glowing.